everybody, it's Ashley with the Haircut Box. This is the perfect men's basic haircut tutorial. It is jam-packed of tons and tons of basic techniques that will help you in this cut and basically every other cut that you will learn. Remember, at the end of this video, there's an option to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm super excited about this haircut. This is my Uncle Stan. He's the greatest. He's the GOAT. I'm going to take it really short on the sides. We want this haircut to last a long time because it's planting season on the farm and there's not a whole lot of time for appointments, right? Right. Okay, so we're going to start with the number one on the sides. We're going to keep the top just a little bit longer so he has some to style. And we're also going to keep the beard, so we want to blend it into his beard. So take your number one guard and put your lever up so your blades are close together so it will be a true one length. And then just start and go probably an inch, inch and a half above the ears. And just go all the way around the head. Okay, so now we've done the number one all the way around the head, and we are going to move the lever down so it will basically make it a 1.5. Make sure you're using your lever. If you want a true length of the guard, then you keep your blades close together. If you want a 1.5, then you would move the lever down to add that extra length. This will just help with a much smoother transition and blend. Also, when you're using your clippers, make sure that you are putting them flush against the head. You don't want to be poking them with the guard, or you also don't want to be doing this. Don't be scared about pushing against the head with the clippers. Put your left hand on top of their head to kind of push against, and then put a little bit of pressure. So I'm just going to go up just a little bit higher with this 1.5. What I like to do when they are like men, not boys, I like to keep a little bit more hair down on the ridges. I think that makes it look a little bit more like more of a mature haircut. So you'll see that I'm going to start the blend down a little bit lower. Usually on a little boy, I would blend all the way up into here, but him, I'm going to keep it down and keep a little bit more hair right here. So done with 1.5. Now I'm going to put my lever up so those blades are close together, put on a number 2, and then I'm going to do the same process. Go all the way around this head again. You can see that I'm using my clippers and rocking them away from the head. This will just help that blend look a little bit more smooth. Lever up and the blades close, then you move that lever down, make it a 2.5. Okay, now like I said, it's planting season, so we want to make sure this haircut lasts a long time. I'm going to take the guard off. I'm going to move this lever down so my blades are farther apart, and I'm just going to go right around the outside of this haircut. Just going to take these sides super, super short, so I'm blending that right into the beard. Right there, so it's not going to hit his ears for a while. It's looking good. Like really. Okay, to work on the top, we're going to take enough off that it matches the sides, but keep enough on that he'll be able to style it. We're just going to do our middle mohawk. Make sure you just create that guide, figure out how long you want the hair, and then move that guide all the way back. See how I'm matching my first cut and I'm moving all the way back. So here's my first cut and I'm going to map the rest of this hair to it. And then take sections each to the side like this way, and you're going to match everything to this middle mohawk guide. So this is what's going to set your length, and then comb it to the side. See, there's my very first cut right there, and I'm just going to match that front hair. If you want to cross-check the top, like see how your work is, or if you have any cut marks, you take it this way, you comb it the opposite way. So see how there's like a few dips and valleys? Then you can just even it up this way. This is how you get rid of any cut lines that you might have in the top. Oh, I did pretty good. I mean, what I really wish I could do on his hair was my very favorite style he's ever worn. It was a long mullet. You look so good. This is your more mature look. The mullet was what will forever be endearing in my head. Okay, next are the bangs. We're going to comb it down. But just see those stragglers and then pull it up to the unicorn horn angle and just take that corner off. Then do that all around the hairline. So we are leaving these a tiny bit longer, but you still want to come around here and make sure, see how there's those long hairs? You don't want any of those long hairs because you want it to look really nice and clean cut still on these sides. The top is done. All we have left to do is blend it with our clippers. Make sure you take the guard off your clipper. I like to comb all of this hair down. I'm going to put my comb in right there. You can turn your comb to get that hair, then make sure you're turning it straight up and down. So all of that hair out of the comb is what you're going to cut. Put that in and cut that hair off. Put that in, cut the hair off. As soon as you run out of hair, then you are done. Then you move on to the next section. This is the part that I said I was going to leave a little bit more hair. See how it's just a little bit longer around here? Because typically they'll push that up and style it. The top is done, the sides are cut, we blended this ridge around. Now this is probably the part that most people struggle with, blending this part. We've done the guards, the lever, we've done the clipper over comb. If you have any other lines that you need to get rid of, pull out these puppies. These are amazing, your texturing shears. They will help you get rid of so many unwanted lines if you have any issues. Usually it's too short to put your finger in like this, so I just use my comb. Put the teeth down and just put it over just like that. And it will magically help blend that so much better. You can take it all the way around this ridge. You can take it any place that you just need a little bit more blending. Use these texturing shears just like so. Oh, look how perfect of a blend we have there. So the last thing we need to do is just the outline. Make sure you take this little trimmer. You do not use your big clipper for the outline. This is what the trimmer is for, all the detail work. These are really protected so you can actually just lay them right on the skin without worrying about nicking them. So I like to move the ear to the side. See how I just tighten that skin right there? If the skin is not tight, there's a better chance to nick them. So move that so the skin is tight. Bring it around like that. Then I like to twist my trimmers. So now I'm using this edge, bend the ear forward and go all the way around. So I'm basically just making a half circle right around the ear. Make sure you're sticking really close to the hair line so you don't have like this massive like wagon wheel. And then just do a straight line down. Push the head forward so you can get a really straight line in the back. And just do the same thing on the other side. Haircut is over. Thank you so much for watching. Look how good looking this haircut turned out. So great, perfect, short sides, kept the top long enough. I hope you guys try this and I hope you tag me.